everyone, happy Wednesday and welcome to Hunky Dory Craft TV. My name is Natalie Eagleton. I'm going to be your host for this hour, and what a show we have for you today. This one's caught us by surprise because it has been ever so popular since we launched it on Sunday. We are bringing you our brand new Christmas duo design paper pads, but I'm not on my own. Doing the lovely demos today is the wonderful Kat. Good morning, Kat.
Good morning.
You had a fantastic day on Hobby Maker.
It was amazing. You loved absolutely everything. And these absolutely flew. So I'm so excited to play with them again.
Christmas has been a absolute dream this year.
It has.
It's been literally incredible. And producing the show today is the lovely Jess. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
So shall we get to it? Your favourite 2-in-1 paper pads are back with this year's festive patterns. They are absolutely fantastic. We've got fantastic snowflakes, we've got wonderful floral patterns, and we have the most stunning and best-selling little Christmas villages. So stay tuned. But before we get to it, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. I love the Win It Weekly this week. I was using this yesterday on Hobby Maker. It is our festive shape card blank mega mix. This is a whopping collection of card blanks. You're going to get 50 card blanks and envelopes. They're all beautifully shaped to different festive styles. In this one, you're going to get the door gingerbread man. We have the snowman, the Christmas tree, the snowflake, the mittens. You've got the bauble, and you're also going to get the cracker and the angel. It's incredible. 3 lucky winners. You need to like, share and comment. I'm going to have to read it off here though, because I cannot read that from over there. It is a Christmas Eve tradition for men to dress up as what animal in Romania? Well, this has just made me laugh. Is it A, a donkey, B, a goose, or C, a goat? So what do men dress up as in Romania on Christmas Eve? That would make me laugh. If on Christmas Eve I was in town and I just saw a group of lads dressed up as any of those 3, it would be absolutely hilarious.
It's one of those that it's a shame that there's a wrong answer, because it'd all be great.
They would all be. I just imagine like people with like big like goose heads on. so funny. Like, share and comment for your chance to win, and as always we'll announce the winner on Friday's show. Okay, shall we just get straight to it? Have a look at this fantastic VT. How exciting is this? We have 3 brand new paper pads for you. Let me show you the multi-buy first of all. Where's the other one, Jess? It's all right. It's all right. Are you ready? This is your Christmas multi-buy. We have the fantastic Winter Wonderland and Fancy Flakes. You're also going to get the stunning snowflakes and soft snowfall. I think this one's my favourite. I'll tell you why when we look at it. And then you're also going to get the festive flowers and seasonal sparkle. All 3 of these paper pads should be £11.99. Now, getting it in the bundle, you're going to save £11.99. So basically, it's a buy 2. What did we say this was? It's a buy 2, get 1 free. We had a little jingle. Can't remember what it was. It was a while ago now. We've not done this for a while. But buy 2 and get 1 for free. It doesn't matter which one is the free one. They're all absolutely fantastic. And I can promise you, this is a collection of paper pads where you will be buying this collection, and you'll be either buying it again or you'll be buying like doubles of your favourites, because it's so pretty. Let's have a close look at the ones individually, starting off with this one. Let me move my brew. Starting off with this one, which is the Festive Flowers and Sensational Sparkle. Really gorgeous images throughout this one. I've missed the first one already. You are going to get these stunning florals, and then on the reverse you've got a coordinating like sequin design. It's beautiful. The colorways in here, it's a real mixed bag because you've got these gorgeous like rich tones with all of your like your royal blues and your burgundies and those purple tones, but then we've got some quite like lighter images as well running throughout here, but beautiful designs with really nice festive florals. Of course we've got the hollies and berries in there. We've got your traditional poinsettias, which looks so good with that glittery red on there. We've gone for a white poinsettia here, focusing on those acorns to give you that gorgeous like chocolate like sparkle there. This one is quite possibly my favourites. Looks absolutely gorgeous with that little bit of mistletoe. We've got Christmas lilies in here. I love this, especially with the snowfall on top of that. Then you've got more of your roses and sort of your, I would say like peonies, but in a really nice festive mix of colours. Then we've got that pink poinsettia as well, so something a little bit different with that more turquoise look to the leaves. And then your final few designs, we have this beautiful rose in sort of like these light blues, and then you've got these gold and silver poinsettias. It is so good. You've got 48 sheets in total. There's 12 designs, you're going to get 4 of each, so we can be using these and cutting into them just to get those flowers. We can be using these as backgrounds. I think this one is one I would be doubling up because there is no way I'd be able to choose whether I wanted the flowers or the glitter, because they are both absolutely incredible. That's the first one, your festive flowers, and then let's have a look at the stunning snowflakes. This is my favourite. Now, you will know why when I open the first page, because look at this.
Beautiful.
It's literally like the light is dancing off every single page. You've got that almost like halo around some of these snowflakes, which just looks as if they are lit up in the sky. And then on the reverse of all these pages, we'll do this one this way, you've got this gorgeous ombre effect with the white snowflakes in the background as well. So there's a gorgeous mix in here. You've got some more like moody designs like this one with your blues and your silvers, and then you've got some really nice fresh colours. So we've got greens and turquoises in here. You're going to find pink selections in here as well, so pinks, purples and blues. It's a great mix, and there's so many ways in which you're going to want to be using this in your card making, but every single one is just magical. It is so pretty. It makes the snowflakes almost look like little glass crystal designs, and the light is just sort of like dancing from snowflake to snowflake across all of them. They're absolutely beautiful. The 12 designs in here are all completely different, and they work so nicely. We've got some bigger snowflakes in this design here, and then the last one is this gorgeous sort of like really light lavender selection, and then you've got all of your colours from the designs on the other pages as well. Absolutely beautiful. Shall I show you some of the things that have been made with these as well? You're going to love them. The team has done an incredible job with this. Mixing and matching them with our brand new Christmas core sentiments. Just to let you know, guys, as well, if you want to get your hands on these Christmas sentiments, they are very limited. They have been selling so fast that we are actually reordering them, but we don't think they're going to be around. So if you want your sentiments, or if you indeed want those stars that work so well with these, oh my goodness, look how cute this is. Look how adorable this is. It's a little gift box. Oh, I love that. That is so sweet. Oh, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen. This one as well. Oh, this is very cool. Sam's created this one. Fussy cutting out some of those snowflakes from the sheet and actually layering them up. That is so effective. It looks like it's almost die cut. It's wonderful. This is really cute as well from Emma, using a mixture of your straight edge and those scalloped edge nesting dies. I love the design of the backgrounds in there as well. And then look how sweet this one is. Just folding back those designs to reveal that little sentiment. Super, super cute. They are 2 of your 3 incredible brand new duo design paper pads. But let's go straight to Kat because she's going to do her first demo.
We are going to play with our snowflakes to start off with. So, I've got an idea for this card. I know what I want to do. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to end up, but we'll go ahead.
Love a demo like that.
Yeah.
You've got an idea, but we're just going to roll with it and see how it goes.
Kind of like, I'm calling it, in my very own special cat way, a flip-flop card because it kind of flips and flops open and stuff, but we'll see where we go. So, I'm going to start with a 7x7 blank, and we are going to cut the front down to 3.5 inches. Make sure that's on the 3.5. I'm going to take some of the papers. We're going to mat and layer these 2 panels here. I've done a big one for my one inside. What I've realised afterwards, you could actually cut this smaller because when it comes to the end of the day, I'm going to secure this panel down. So I mat and laid first and then realised I wanted to do that. So if you're wanting to save some of your papers, you don't need to do the full 7x7.
You could just do that half.
Yeah.
Good morning to everyone who's joining us today. Whether it's sunny where you are, whether it's wet and windy, it just doesn't know what it wants to do, does it? Lots of people are joining us, lots of people guessing the answer to the Win It Weekly as well. Remember, you have to be in it to win it to get those fantastic shaped card blanks. Lots of people guessing sea goat, which would be quite funny if that was the case.
I'm a bit upset that I don't already know the answer. How have I missed this?
I'm not sure.
I mean? It's mad. So I'm cutting a mat and layer for my front panel. So I want to leave a white edge. So we're cutting that down. That was 1/4 under the 3.5. Yes. And then 1/4 under the 7. And then this time again, I'm going to use this beautiful side of the paper here. Or am I? Should I use? No, I'm going to switch out. This is what I mean. I've not decided what papers I want where, so we're just going to wing it. So this time it's this design, but I'm going to use the greyer tones to pick up on the greys in this. And this is what I love about this pad, is that you don't necessarily need to use the background paper that's on the back of the sheet to work with it. There's lots of mix and match
because you've got so many different hues and colours and shades. They'll all sort of combine beautifully together, won't they?
So we're just going another 3 notches under here. And we'll pop this down on that. And then the next bit, you'll have seen this kind of style of card before, but I am going to go in and add an extra layer to it, just because I felt like being extra. I'm doing something a bit different. I have been in one of those moods recently, you know, where you just start playing around with your card blanks and shapes and just doing a few different things
up.
Just for the fun of it.
Catherine says, I love the snowflakes and the soft snowfall.
So I do apologise, there is going to be a lot of matter and layering with this card, but this is what your papers are for. It's for creating those beautiful, beautiful backgrounds. And they're great because, yes, we can use them as the main feature for our cards, but you're going to want to get these in. We've already had a Christmas little book with your Blockbuster. I'm guessing that there's going to be more little books, Christmas little books coming at some point. There might be pocket pads in the future. And you're going to want these backgrounds to work with them to make cards with, so get them in now.
They're going to be essential for your Christmas crafting.
So we're going to take a 5x5, and I've done my layers, my mats for this already. So I've just got to decide, again, for this one that's going on the outside, we're going to go back over to this beautiful blue and grey paper here. down to 3 notches there. And then I think for the inside I'll go with the grey again. Let's use this lighter section that we've got left here already. So we'll get these layered up. And the beauty of it is because you're using 2 different designs, essentially, you're not going to run out of all the papers. You're still going to have some left of each design for something else. Whereas if you were just using the back and front, you'd have to be quite careful how you were laying this out.
I'm very intrigued on how this is going to look.
So am I, Natalie. So am I. So this bit, I kind of know. I've done this before where you kind of layer your cards over each other. So this time, you're going to open your card. We call it an Australian card, but it's going to open the opposite way because it's going to slot in here and kind of open from this position, from this side, to give you a reveal moment. So this is going on the left hand inside part of the card.
Lots of different people loving lots of the different designs. We've got comments about the pink poinsettia image. The snowflakes have been a design that people have really, really loved. And there's lots and lots of comments for the gorgeous village one, which we are going to show you next in this second part of the show. This one on its own as well, the one we're about to show you, is the best seller currently individually, which always means that it's probably going to sell out.
So then we're just going to add some construction glue to the back of the card here. I'm not going too close to the edges just in case I need to reposition it. So we're going to open that section up and we're going to pop this down to the centre, just a little bit more to the right than to the left. So we're going to do that. So you could leave it as that if you wanted. You could put a sentiment panel there, have maybe a hidden message in the middle. But I wanted to take it one step further.
Of course.
So I've taken a... this was a 5x5 card. I've cut it down to 3 inches by 5 inches, and we're going to add another section in here. So this is what I mean by a flip flop.
I love the angles as that's creating.
So this is where I'm going to secure this section down now. So we can just go in with some more construction glue. And we can get that drying down there. So now I've got to decide what patterns I want where on this one. I think I'll go again with the lighter one. I think to make the contrast, and then I can use the darker for my sentiment. So let's come back. I'm going to go onto another sheet so I can get this grey section again. So I want to come under the 3. Under the 5 for my front, and then for the inside I'm going to use the blue paper.
I love the snowflakes.
They're just so stunning, aren't they?
So pretty.
And I'm sorry it's a lot of matte and layering, but sometimes that's what we need, you know, to make the card, if that's what we're playing with. And I have got some funky things coming up towards the end of the show for you, so I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Such a good way of using your card blanks differently though. Something that you wouldn't necessarily think to do when you're sort of card making, but it looks so effective with all those different layers, and like you say, it's fun, it's interactive.
It is. Yeah, so I'm going to give you a little challenge with this one, guys, because I'm just, because we've taken our time layering it up, I'm going to put a sentiment on the front and leave it at that. But I would love to see what you do with all these kind of layers and stuff,
Yeah.
whether you put hidden messages or something in there in your secret bits and
I think
things.
I'd do like a little, use it as like a little reveal.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
would be quite cool. Because you could have like, do you know when you get those Christmas cards and they've got like different verses on each like layer?
Yes.
You could do that. You could have like a whole sort of like, you could use your Christmas perfect verses pads and you could snip into them, and then you could have the verse like going through each layer on that card, sort of bringing out that design. Very cool.
So let me just, my mat and layers are deciding to go on a wobble. So while that dries down, let's go and we're going to cut out some of our sentiments that I've put somewhere. So I have gone to these radiant sentiments because they're the perfect match.
They're so good.
Let's go for Merry Christmas.
If you want to get these, you can buy them individually or you can buy them together as a bundle. We're going to show you them in the next part of the show. The individually, the dyes on their own are very, very limited. These ones that Kat's using, the decorative, the radiant sentiment, sorry, the Christmas greetings, and you're also going to get, what one have we got there? Merry Christmas and Season's Greetings, sorry. But yeah, that one is the most popular at the moment. It is going to be selling out. We will be getting them back in stock, but it is going to take us a few months to get those back in stock. So if this is something that you guys are really, really loving, then don't miss your chance to get these because they are going to be selling out soon.
Right, let me move some of this mess out of the way so I can pull in the dye machine. So I've just taken the first mat and the sentiment. I've done my mat onto the papers and I've put silver mirror for my main sentiment. Let's see if we can get both of these through at the same time.
Chloe says, my Christmas blockbuster is 8 stops away.
Yay!
How exciting.
You're going to have the best day sorting that out.
I know, it's going to be so much fun.
I know I've said it on here before, which will have been over a year ago since we did Christmas, but I said it on telly on Sunday. When I was just a hunky-dory customer and used to buy the Blockbuster, it was my favourite thing. Just getting it home, matching it all up, matching my toppers with my cardstock, putting them into individual wallets.
Yeah.
That was the event in itself, even more than the card making.
Going through your little book as well and sort of finding all the images that are going to work with each of the different collections. And I think that's always good because then when it comes to making your cards and when you're like trying to make as many as possible, if you've then got cardstock left over, it's okay because you know that you've got a little book page that's going to work with that. Or even if you're trying to make the most out of your collections, then you can bear in mind that you do have those little book pages that you can use with your cardstock too, so it is very, very fun.
So let's just pop this out of here. Carefully ease that out. Let's see if we've got any little bits stuck in, just a bit on the A and the top of our eyes. We're just going to poke them out, but other than that, that has come out absolutely beautifully. I have gone back to using my wet glue. I put a little bit too much on there and just dabbing these. I have phases of going through how I stick things down, and we're back on this one. Especially with things like this that are quite delicate, you're not pulling too much at the sentiment out of shape. It's just a little bit of kitchen sponge.
Susan, you've asked if we know of any quick drying ink pad sets. Can I ask you what you want to use them for? Is it to use with like watercolour cards? Is it to use on like your satin papers and things like that? If you let me know what you're wanting to use it for, I will try and help you out a bit further, because we do, as well as having our own ink pad sets here, we also have a range of different ink pads that you can use for sort of like, you've got your stays on, which you can use on your satin images. We've got the VersaFine, which is a quick drying like black that you can then use alongside all of your watercolour cards. So if you let us know what you're looking for, we'll be able to help you out a little bit more. But there's definitely lots of different options for ink pads on our website as well. Have a look at that.
So we're nearly done. But I know you guys can take this one and really play with it and
It's
put
so
some
cool.
secret hidden message things in there.
It is really, really cute. I love that extra
it's gonna
panel that
stand up
you've got on
because-
there.
You might need to, this is why I should have left this bit open. You will need to put it on another card blank because I've closed that bit, it won't stand up now.
But it's very cute. Very, very cute.
But there's loads of things
I
you can do
love it.
there.
I love it. Okay, shall we look at our last brand new duo design paper pad? It is the stunning Winter Woodland and Fancy Florals. Now let me get this right because this one is going to be so fun. Oh, instantly. It is magnificent. This is the place that I want to go to this Christmas. So if you know any towns, villages, places like this, then I need to know where they are because this is incredible. You've got the most stunning village scenes. When you look at them close up as well, can you see how the light is just coming through and how they've got smoke coming out as well? You know that they are super, super cozy little houses, don't you? They are the most incredible designs. We could just be fussy cutting out these windows, putting lights behind there, popping them in a box frame with a sentiment, and you've got gifts there that you can be adding to your stalls or making for family and friends. It is so gorgeous. They are absolutely beautiful. It could be somewhere in Sweden, it could be somewhere in Norway, in Denmark, it could be a little village in like the north of America, it could be anywhere, but it's so beautiful. I love the ones as well that have got the moon rising or the sun just setting in there, making them feel a little bit. This is like the perfect Christmas walk when it's snowing but it's sunny, so you're still a little bit warm as well. Absolutely gorgeous. You can be doing so much with this one. The design team made some fantastic cards with this selection, mixing and matching them. The card you made with this on Sunday Cat was so cool. I absolutely loved it. And then on the reverse, because we didn't really get to show you those, you've got this gorgeous geometric pattern, but there's little snowflakes on every single sheet. It's so pretty. And again, these come in the most delicious Christmas colours, quite like rich and regal colours, but almost muted in a kind of way, in like a dusky royal colour selection. It's so nice.
And I think they mix and match with your florals as well.
Yes.
So well.
Yeah, they really do. Honestly, they're a match made in heaven. £11.99 if you want to get more of these on their own, and I promise you this one will not be around for long. So if you want to get your hands on this one, don't miss out. Get it in the bundle where you're going to get the best saving, because you are going to get the 3 for 2. 3 for 2, yeah. Or you can get it individually if you're wanting to get extra ones of that one as well. Then we've got some essentials that you're going to want to be using for your card making. And again, these are very close to selling out. We're starting off with the delightfully decorative stars. In this one, you are going to get 6 stars in total. And they are stunning. Look how large they are. Look how detailed they are. They are a perfect match for your card making. Cut these out of Miri, pop them onto acetate, create shaker cards with these on the front. They are really going to just be that extra special touch. You know how we say flowers and butterflies solve all of your mistakes in your crafting?
Yes.
I think when it comes to Christmas, it's a star or a snowflake.
Definitely.
So these are going to be really handy. $14.99 if you want to get them, or you can get them in a bundle. Alongside these absolute beauties, they are our Radiant Sentiment dies. You've got the Merry Christmas, you've got the Season's Greetings, and then every single one has a number of different mats and layers, which means that you can create gorgeous cards like this one here with a stunning amount of different colours coming through. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, $14.99 if you just want the sentiments, but the best way to get them is together, because we are going to save £5 on that one. So don't miss out on your chance to get them. We do still have a lot of the stars, but we are very limited, which we all knew we would be on these ones. So don't miss out on that. And then another thing, which you'll have seen a lot of cards using when we've shown them to you, is our Christmas Essential Book of Sentiments 2024. This beauty has 620 individual sentiments, and they are really, really nice. A mixture of gold and silver foiling, a mixture of different designs. You are going to get doubles up of sort of like the same images, but you are going to get them in gold, you're going to get them in silver, and you're going to get them in a mixture of different colourways. There is loads of different colours for you to choose from, which means you're going to be able to find the perfect sentiment for the perfect person for the perfect occasion this Christmas. Don't miss out on getting that. £12.99 to get that, or just £11.69 if you are in the club. Perfect. And let me show you some cards with that best-selling one. Oh, I love this. This is very, very cute.
So clever.
It's really cute. It's got a little tag on it as well. A little house.
Word.
This is absolutely adorable. So cutting into those houses is so easy to do, and it allows you to make the gorgeous sort of images that you've got here. Sam created this one. Love the dimension you've got on there. Popping them onto acetate as well really helps to sort of strengthen that paper. This one's beautiful too. We've got the gorgeous fold out card there. How stunning is that going to look on your mantelpiece, giving you that really fun cracker effect. This one, again, is beautiful. Barbara created this one. I love the use of the decollage card blank here because that worked really nicely with this theme, and it's so stylish as well with that geometric pattern underneath it. These just show you how stunning they work with your sentiments. This one is a very fun card, mixing and matching all of your Miri with your pads to really bring out the colours in that duo design paper pads. I love this one as well. Really cute, using your homegrown with love window dye. A little bit of snowfall acetate. So gorgeous, isn't it? This is beautiful as well. Really, really nice. Sort of like origami tree there with those different patterns on. Really showcasing how gorgeous those colours are together. And then look how fun this one is. A little easel. And I love that we can do this with our sentiments too.
Yeah.
Because not only can we now matte and layer, but we can also use the larger layers to create apertures. And that is going to be really, really fun. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Really nice use of that rainbow mirror with the colours that you've got in that paper pad. So guys, do not miss out on your chance to get these brand new duo design paper pads because they are absolutely fantastic. And we're coming straight back over to Kat for a second demo.
So, I've made one a little bit like this already, but I know it ended up down at telly, so I thought I'd do a little version of it for here. So I'm going to do a nice chunky 8x8 card, and I'm going to do one of my favourite things I like to do with our duo design pads when we bring you like the scene images.
Yeah.
And you want to cut into them, you want to create dimension, but you don't want to take away from the scene. So this is my take on being able to do that. So I'm going for this beautiful design here, which I think has got to be up there with one of my all-time favourite sheets.
It's so good.
Ever. I think it is beautiful. And I've mixed that with some of our beautifully soft burgundy mirror because I just think it works really, really well with it. So I'm just going to take the background to start off with for this one, and we are going to take this down just to, I'm going to come 1/4 of an inch under the 8 just to show off a little bit more of that beautiful mirror.
It is stunning.
And I'd be looking at your mirror selections to go with these as well because there's so many in there.
Yeah.
Your blacks work perfectly with it. You've got like that steel grey that goes with some of those grey tones. Your soft blueberry goes with some of these sheets. Absolutely incredibly as well. So if you're looking for something else to take them up, maybe you want to get away for a little break from gold and silver, it's a great thing to look at.
But look at that, a sentiment and that card is like you can be sending that off already if you want to. It's beautiful.
What I said hobby maker on Sunday is, now that all these like new inventions of, you know, like the Velcro hooks for your walls and stuff that aren't going to do any damage, if you were wanting to create a really stunning like Christmas feature wall, I'd be getting like some box frames and just doing like a gallery wall of these images. It would be
little
absolutely
villages.
beautiful.
They're so, so cute.
So we're going to pop that on there. That's going to be our first layer. And then we're going to take our second sheet and we're going to cut this down to 7 inches by 7 inches. But so I get it nice and even.
Oh my goodness, the
I'm gonna
duo
take-
pads have sold out. They've sold out. Don't worry though. I know. It's back in stock. It is back in stock. It's sold out. We're back. So don't worry, for anyone who's reading those comments thinking that it's out of stock, we have added more stock to that bundle. You will be able to grab that. These have been so popular. I think we might have to do a little reprint, if I'm honest.
I think it's going
we're
that
getting
way,
to
isn't it?
that place where it might be a possibility.
So, even though these are coated papers, you can buff up the edges. And that's what I'm going to do with the layers that I'm going to create here. Just so we're not going too heavy with the mirror card, because if you're putting quite a few layers on and you mat and layering them all, it can make for quite a heavy card. But we want them to stand out from the background so we can tell that there's different layers. This is just a great softer way of doing it. So we're going to pop this on first, and you can just see it just softens up that edge, gives it that really cool kind of snowflake
It's so
effect.
nice.
So we're going to put this one down flat. And this is something, I've just picked one of the designs here, but you could recreate this through all the different designs in the book. But like you said, you could stick a sentiment on that and be done.
It's so
But
nice.
I just like being a bit
For all of
fancy.
you like neighbour cards, from our home to yours, they're going to be perfect with this.
So I've taken 2 more pages of this design and I've cut them down exactly the same as that one to 7 by 7 by taking half an inch off each side. And now I'm just going to, let's take 1.5 inches off this side here. And we're just going to create some panels, and we'll cut this to about 4 inches. We'll take 1.5 inches. No, we're not. We'll just go 1 inch off the top and 1 inch off the bottom. And keep your scraps because you might be able to bring them back in again later. And again, we're just going to go around, buff up those edges. Works better if you've got a little bit of card, something underneath to work on. Let me get a bit of scrap out from before, so I'm not doing any damage to that mat. There we go, that's a bit better. I'm just going to take this round. All the way. And then we're going to pop this one on some foam pads. And this is our first layer, so we just need to worry about one layer. We can worry about what we need to level up on the next one. So we're just going to place that over the top of the image, just line it up where we think it should go. There is a few little guiders for us there. I think that's about right. And then I'm going to take my next page, and this is where we can overlap a little bit. So I'm going to take about 3/4 of an inch off this side. Then let's do this to 3 inches, but we'll take 1.5 inches off the top and the bottom, so it's going to sit in the middle. And again, just quickly buff up those edges. You can take more time with this. I'm just trying to be as speedy as I can. But I didn't want to prep it too much because I wanted to show you like the actual process.
No, it looks so good to see how you've sort of created it.
Doing it. So we're going to pop this on here and figure out where we want it to sit, and then we know. So we're going to have one lot of foam pads going right down this left hand side here where we're going to have to double up. But I'm going to get that as close to the edge as possible because there's not
It just looks so
room.
good, just like removing that tiny little bit off the edge. Like when you layer it up, it really, really makes the difference, doesn't it?
It really does. I mean, and like you said, you can mat and layer it with your mirror,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But just if you're wanting to keep things a little bit lighter. And then we just need one layer on this side over here. And then again, we're going to line this back up to here. And we can go in. So we've got the excess from this page now. So we could go in and maybe do like a little square in the middle here. Sorry, I know I'm repeating myself a lot today, but I'm just in one of those moods.
Questions about whether we're going to be bringing out an advent calendar for this year. It is sort of in the makings, but we don't normally do the advent pad until sort of like September time. So have a look around that time, September time, we normally bring out those advent pads. It is normally the latter part of Christmas, so around August, September, but I'm not 100% sure on sort of like dates for later on in the year.
So this is the last layer I'm going to put on here, but you have got all those scraps that you could go in and work with and cut more bits out and layer them up or add bits to the side. And again, let's just work out where I need to put my layers. So we just want one on this bit.
Fiona says Arthur's Pass, South Island mountain range in New Zealand looks just like this. So Kat, we're going to New Zealand this Christmas. Pack your bags, we're going.
Oh, yes, please.
We just don't have to speak to anyone. We can just sit there watching TV with hot chocolate and mulled wine, crafting away, nice and toasty.
Anywhere. And again, let's just line this bit up. Just on that door frame. I think it sits a little bit under. And just pop that back on there. So you can see how we're creating that dimension, but keeping the scene intact. So we're going to pop that over.
It looks so good.
Pop that onto our card blank, and then I'm just going to do another matte and layer with my sentiment. This time we'll go for the season greetings and we'll bring in some parchment. And pop that on there. Let that dry down. So I'm going to get a little bit of parchment so we're not losing too much of that image underneath. And then we'll go back with some of this beautiful mirror.
Lots of people are saying that it's hot there at Christmas, so we need to go now.
Yeah. That is true.
Don't know if we'll be allowed. We've got too many Christmas shows coming up.
And let's go for the second one out. So we've got a bit of a chunkier layer going on there, or matte. I always get them the wrong way around. Just give up. Just give in to the system now. Pop these down. Metal plate on because we've got that sentiment to cut out. Run that through. Try and attempt to get rid of a bit of my rubbish while that goes through. All I've done is brought my rubbish closer to me. Pop that out of
best sentiments for the year. Absolutely.
They are
So
absolutely
gorgeous.
Stunning.
Never mind about reordering these ones. I think Stacey should just order some different designs while she's at it.
Do you know what? That is exactly what was going in my head, but I didn't know whether I should say it or not.
She's got nothing else to do today.
No, absolutely nothing. Natalie's getting a smack in the face when she walks out of here.
She's reordering them. She might as well make some other designs at the same time.
What would you have? What other Christmas greetings could we have? Just like a happy
Holly Jolly Christmas.
Yes.
I love that greeting. Then I feel like a religious one. So that would be quite fun, and then like a religious sentiment would be quite nice as well, wouldn't it?
Yes. We'll pop this down.
Could just have Christmas blessings.
Yep.
You could have. Trying to think of some now.
How
Some
will
that
we
would
find
be
them
like-
so hard?
There's definitely loads.
Of course. So we're going to pop that on there. And then I'm just going to use a tiny, tiny little bit of glue on the back, and I'm going to try and place that where I know that sentiment is hiding it.
Could have Merry and Bright. Could have Christmas Kisses.
And
You
we're
could have
just gonna
Noel.
Pop that there. And there we go.
So good. I think it's another technique that people will definitely be trialling out when they've got this pad at home.
And it does kind of give you Advent calendar vibes.
It does, doesn't it? With the little like squares. It's very, very cool. Thanks, Kat, for showing that, because it does look so good. So many things coming through about what people would like their sentiments to say as well. So definitely be keeping them coming. And I'll just go give them all to Stacey when I get out of here. It's all right. I only have to spend the next 72 hours with her.
Oh yeah, you're going away, aren't you?
So it's fine.
In a tent as well.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You can't even escape each other.
Let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly question again, because it's a really good selection. We've got this fantastic Card Blanks Megabyte. It is your Christmas shaped card blanks. You've got the angel in there, you've got the snowman, the snowflake, the snow globe, you've also got the bauble. Absolutely awesome and great for working with your duo design paper pads. We would like to know, I've lost my other sheet. It is Christmas Eve tradition for men to dress up as what animal in Romania? A, a donkey, B, a ghost, or a ghost. A goose. Or C, a goat. Like, share and comment for your chance to win on Friday's show. Now, one thing we do with our duo design paper pads here is we offer you them on a 3 for 2, which means you can mix and match new ones with old ones, and maybe old Christmas ones if we've still got them available. So I've got a few to show you, which we have available for you to be mixing and matching. We have this one, all wrapped up in festive foil. I do believe that this one is definitely one of my favourites. This one is so nice. You've got gorgeous like gold and silver in here. You've got beautiful like glittery elements. This foliage one is so stunning. Little mistletoes in there. Really, really beautiful. You've got the snowflakes as well, the Christmas trees, the little shimmery stars. Absolutely gorgeous. And then you've got this beautiful like glass effect on the other side. So if you want to get that one, that is your all wrapped up in festive foil. Maybe you want to get that with 2 of the new ones. We have your pastel party and wonderful watercolour. So if you're not ready for your Christmas crafting and you're looking for something fun, this one might just be what you need. So that one is your pastel party and wonderful watercolour. We then have your bright blooms and trailing leaves. I love the patterns in here. It's really, really fun. Quite pop arty, very like 70s-esque with the colourways that you've got in there and the big bright blooms. Really, really pretty patterns. And then this side here is very nice as well for all of you mats and layers because it's just quite simple. But then you've got those colours running all the way through the pad. Then we've got your Natural Planet and Gorgeous Grunge. Again, this one's great. You've got lots of different patterns throughout here, lots of different like earthy styles and designs. So you've got flowers, you've got water, you've got fire, you've got sea, you've got all sorts. My favourite ever, colourful crochet and wonderful wool. This one is so cool. So you've got all of the crochet patterns on one side, and then on the reverse you've got a beautiful almost like knit design on the reverse, but they're so three-dimensional. They literally just look like photographs. It's awesome. And then we have your magical landscapes and stunning swirls. This one we need to appreciate fully, because look at the designs you've got in here. It's so nice. There's 12 of these like otherworldly images throughout here. It has the same effect as the one that Kat has just demoed.
Yeah,
where
you great doing that technique, wouldn't it? With
you
these.
want to be using these full landscapes on your cards, cutting into them, making like triptych cards, layering them up for your steppers. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous images. I love that one as well. So, so pretty. And then finally we also have pastel plaids and a cheerful check. So this one gives you a gorgeous sort of summery plaid design. Absolutely phenomenal. Great for all of your summer crafting as well. So if you want to mix and match those with any of your brand new ones, you absolutely can do. Or you could mix and match your brand new ones if you wanted. If you wanted 3 of that bestseller, our Winter Wonderland and Fancy Flakes, you can absolutely do that. If you want 2 of these and then you want your florals, we can do that as well. But today we are bringing you our brand new Duo Design paper pads for Christmas. We have 3 to choose from. You're going to get your Winter Wonderland and your Fancy Flakes. We have the stunning festive florals and seasonal sparkle, and then you're also going to get the stunning snowflakes and soft snowfall. Let's just have another flick through these designs because they are just magnificent. This one is so special. You've got the light just dancing off the snowflakes in the designs here. It's magical, and the colours are awesome as well. You've got such a gorgeous like ombre effect in most of those ones. Your florals in here are so classy and elegant, and they're going to be stunning for all of your Christmas makes. Again, these are cards that you can just be making with these pads. You can be using them alongside other things that we've got coming up this year. We've got some fantastic launches that will work perfectly with these tomorrow on Hobby Maker, so don't miss out those brand new launches with Becca. And then we've also got your Winter Wonderland and your Winter Wonderland and your Fancy Flakes, and again, stunning, stunning images. An amazing demo by Kat. Definitely check back the shows on Hobby Maker as well from Sunday, where Kat demoed some more incredible designs with this. It is absolutely magnificent, but yeah, pop it in box frames, cut out all of those windows, add some little lights behind, so that lights up. You could add a little bit of your snowfall in there if you've already got your snowfall home. It would look awesome. $23.98 if you want to get them, just £21.58 if you're a Diamond member. It's a steal, an absolute steal. Let me show you some other cards before we go over to Kat for our last demo as well. I think people have been loving this shape since we showed it you in one of those deco collections, and it looks really, really good with some snowflakes just die cut on that one to dress that up a little bit. This is a really fun design of card. Leanne has created this one. It sort of like opens up in this way, but it stands really nicely on your cards, and it just gives it a really different look. It's something that it looks awesome. Then we've got this beautiful one here. If you just take off the belly band off the top of that, this one opens out really nicely and creates like a cascading look with all of the snowflakes fussy cut out of there and laid on with that beautiful sentiment. This one's really nice and kind of has that effect that you've just created there, Kat. But just like one panel.
Yep, so clever.
Really, really classy. And then of course that Merry Christmas sentiment on the bottom. Snowfall acetate is definitely going to be something that you're going to want to be buying for these. This is a beautiful one that Barbara created with that gold and silver. It looks beautiful. A little bit of gold and silver mirror mixed together, and then black as well. Really nice. This is super cute. I love the little starburst that we've got on this one that Bex created with all of those patterns. This one's super fun, using your screw hole punch just to cut through those elements on your card blank. Gives it a really cute look. Claire created that one for us. There are so many incredible makes. If we've missed showing your makes, have a look on Hobby Maker as well, because there was some other cards that went down yesterday that I showed at 7 o'clock. We've got this one as well. Really, really pretty. I love this little additional banner across the centre there.
I think ones like that as well will do so beautifully for like winter birthdays and things
Winter
as well.
birthdays are going to look so nice with this one. I love the fussy cutting on this. Really nice. The sentiment has been, you've got some gilding flakes on that, and I think it gives it a really nice classy finish. Right, Kat, back to you for our final demo.
Okie dokie. So I did this on Hobby Maker on Sunday, and I put it on a card and made like a little paper fold. It could be a snowflake, it can be a flower, it can be a rosette. But I thought I'm not going to just gatekeep it to there. I'll just switch it up a little bit, see if I can extend it a bit further and bring it to you guys here. So this is what I am going to do. So we're going to take a sheet. We're going to start off with the basic size, my main size. I'm going to go with this beautiful green glittery pattern here. And again, these glitter sides can be used any time of the year as well.
Any time of the year. Birthdays, that is coming out.
Absolutely. So, for this size of flower, snowflake, whatever you want it to be, you can get all your pieces out of one 8x8 sheet. You will need more when you come to do your different sizes. So we're going to cut this in half at 4. And then we're going to cut 8 2-inch strips out of these 2 panels. And I'm just going to do half, because I've got half already made, but you just take that piece and do exactly the same again. And then we've got a little bit of paper folding, but it's so simple. We're going to fold it in half lengthways. And these papers are the perfect weight for doing things like this, because they're thick enough to hold the shape, but thin enough to be malleable to be able to fold. So just give that a bench down. I'm going to do that with all 4 of these as quickly as I can. So you'll be an expert by the time we come to the end of it. So fold them all lengthways.
So you need 8 in total?
You need 8 in total, no matter what size you're making. Like I said, this is the size that you can make all out of one sheet.
Nice.
When you size up, which I'll show you in a minute, you're going to need 2 sheets. And then you should be able to do the smaller ones out of one sheet as well, I would think. So they're all folded in half lengthways, and then we're going to fold them in half this way. And then on the next step is the only bit that you just need to concentrate on and remember. And I'm saying that is because I made this mistake when I was first doing them for my samples, and I couldn't understand why they wouldn't go together. So once you've got them in half like that, you can fold them back out again. And all you need to make sure is that your closed line, so where you've put your folding, is at the bottom, and your open line is at the top here. Okay. And then we're going to fold little triangles in from the bottom down to that closed line. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
So we're going to do that on either side.
So it looks like a little bridge.
It does. And like I said, and once you've done a few of these, you'll be able to mass produce on a scale of nothing. Like nothing. And the thing is, if you just like that one size, this middle size, you could make 48 of these things out of one pad. So we are going to. So I'm going to make a decoration out of this one. I used it as a embellishment on a card on Sunday, but this time, like I said, I'm going to size up and size down, and we're going to turn it into like a little hanging decoration.
Nice.
So that is the basis of that. And then I'm going to put them to one side, and I'm not going to show you the magic just yet. I'm going to gatekeep that for a second. I think I've done that one the wrong way. Have I? I think I have. Not listened to my own advice. Let's take this one.
Just that one?
Just that one. It's because I'm talking. Just make sure those are going down to that bottom scored line there. And fold them bits in so you two are on the right side. That's right. That's right. Okay, and I'm going to put them with my other ones over there. So for your other sizes, and I'm sure you can go bigger and smaller if you want to, I'm going to size up. So that was 4 inches by 2 inches. My next one is going to be 5 inches.
Oh, you go really big.
By 2.5. So the rule of thumb is, all you need to remember, no matter what size you go in, is that your width measurement has just got to be half your length measurement.
Okay.
So this is now 5, so my thingy measurement is 2.5.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so you're going to do 8 of them as well. You can get 5 out of one of these sheets, I believe. And then I'm going to go smaller, and we're going to go down to 3. And that is going to be 1.5 this way. So it's just half the measurement. So if you wanted to take it up to 6, it'd be 6 by 3.
Yeah.
7, it'd be by 3.5, and you just keep going no matter which way you want to do. Obviously, the bigger you get, the more flip you're going to have to use. And then you just fold them, doing exactly the same technique as we showed you before. And again, making sure that score line's at the bottom, and you bring your triangles down like that. So once you've got all those pieces, we're going to build these into our little rosette, if she's got it right. So it's going to be so hard to see on camera, but you want to hold it in this kind of position with your point coming towards your left hand side here. And you've got little tracks in the top. You can get your pokey tool. So you've got like a little pocket here. And you should have like a little pocket on the other side. I did try.
From where you folded it.
From where you folded it.
Yeah.
And you're just going to take one point and pop it into the other. Now you might need to go in. I did try and open up my others beforehand. So you should end up, this one's not going to do it now. It went together so quickly and so easily on telly. So just make sure you've got a little gap in there. And then you're going to take your next piece, and you're just going to put those points in each of those little pockets.
So you're sliding into the pockets?
Yeah, one on one side and one on the other. See you in 3 hours. I'd done it all on telly by this point. And there we go. Once it starts to go, and then push in. You don't need any glue or any adhesive, and you have got a little bit of wiggle room as you work your way around. So again, just do this all the way. It's just one side wanting to stick and not go in. But this is why we have our poke tools.
If you would it make a difference if you didn't like burnish it super tight?
You could do that, but like you see, most of them are okay.
I mean, it's not taking that long now.
No, it's once you get a rhythm
just got to get into the rhythm, haven't you?
And find your way. And you can see how we're just creating like this little starburst shape, this little flower.
It's very cool.
It just comes together really quick. And like I said, as you go around, it might get a bit tighter, but you've got the room to move these pieces out.
Open it out just a little bit.
Yeah, just to do that for you. Like I said, and if you can just get into these bits here. Push them in to secure them like that, and then your last one, because you've got to get this in here and then the other one in the top, and we do that, and you're going to end up with this lovely kind of so this could be something you could take through the year. This could be a rosette if you were doing
like
graduate.
A little mini wreath.
Yeah, a little wreath. You could do it that way. Snowflakes, I did it with the snowflake papers the other day, and it picks up on those vibes.
I love that.
So I've then gone ahead, and that is my bigger version.
Nice.
That is the 5 inches by 2.5, and then that is the smaller version, and we're just going to layer these up. Let's use a bit of construction glue. So this might not hold when I do it for today, but it will at some point. Make sure.
Loads of people loving this demo.
I promised you there was something a little bit different coming. And then it's up to you. You can line it up, or you can have it a little bit off centre, each layer.
You could use foam pads as well to give it a bit more dimension as well.
Could.
I mean, you've already got the dimension from the folded paper,
there,
haven't you? So this would be so cute with maybe some letter dies, like Merry Christmas, and make like bunting to go across like the house.
That would be mega cute, wouldn't it? We pop that one on there. And then I'm just going to take our screw hole punch and we're going to go for one of these at the top. And we're just going to take our little section out there and we'll thread some ribbon through. And you could add your gems on this
idea. I think a lot of people will be trying this out, whether it's with like scrap card or paper, or the paper pads that they've already got at home. Even just like little ornaments. I love a handmade ornament, or like an ornament from something that like I've done like a class, or when we go away different places, I always collect ornaments. So this is really cute. You could make these for like family members. You could put them on a card.
Well, this is it. You could have it on your card that
Yeah,
they could like detach
detachable.
and then use it.
I love that. That's absolutely awesome. Thank you, Kat.
You're welcome.
So many people are going to be trying that out. There is loads of comments. Brilliant idea for a Christmas decoration. Oh, I love this. Your demos have been fab today, says Margaret. Absolutely awesome, haven't they? She always is. But this is all we've got time for today. We're very busy bees in the office, as you can... I'm sure you can guess with all these fantastic launches that we've got coming up. And it's getting even better because tomorrow at Hobby Maker, Bex is launching our brand new Christmas pocket pads. That is right, we have 5 brand new pocket pads as well as 2 brand new Christmas fancy fold card blanks that work exactly alongside them. So if you loved our stepper card, which sold out probably 5 times when we first launched it, we've got a Christmas version. If you then love the kinetic card, we've got a Christmas version of that as well. So don't miss out. Hobby Maker tomorrow, Bex is there. She's also going to be launching our brand new adorable scoreable. She's got 2 hours. She's going to be there at 1 and 4. So don't miss Bex on Hobby Maker. It is going to be her last Hobby Maker trip. So definitely join her. Send her lots of love because it's just
Last Hobby Maker pre-baby.
Yeah.
Clear that up.
She will be back. She will be back.
We're dragging her back.
We'll make her go. But yeah, before the baby comes, it's going to be her last trip on Hobby Maker. So join her, send her all the love. Her demos are going to be fab, I'm sure. And then next up on Hunky Dory TV, this is exciting. Number 1 is going to be Amy's first demo day.
Wow.
I know. And number 2, it's Christmas shadow boxes. If you joined me yesterday on Hobby Maker, you'll have seen them already. They're absolutely awesome. They were so popular yesterday. Make sure you watch Amy for her fab demonstrations. It's going to be so good. We cannot wait to watch that. So make sure you're here 10 a.m. for new shadow boxes and new demonstrator.